So today, we're going to take a look at an IT company called Vishal Infotech Solution. Using the story they tell about themselves, we're going to break down what they're all about, what they do, who they are, and how they aim to be a technology partner for businesses.
Let's just kick things off with a question that I think a lot of people can relate to. Is your technology actually helping your business grow, or does it feel more like a constant battle? It's a really important question in the world we live in today.
The truth is, for a lot of businesses, technology can feel like a huge obstacle. It's complicated, it can be overwhelming, and it can seriously get in the way of getting things done. Just figuring out how to navigate this whole digital world is the big challenge we're talking about here.
So when you're up against a challenge like that, what you really need is a guide, right? A partner to help you through it. And that's exactly where Vishal Infotech Solution says they come in.
And what's interesting here is the focus. It's not really about the tech itself, is it? It's about the result, enabling businesses to thrive. Right away, you can see they're framing themselves as more of a strategic partner that makes things simple, not just a repair service.
So how do they describe themselves? They use words like dynamic, comprehensive, and cutting edge. This language tells you they want to be seen as a modern, all-in-one shop that can handle pretty much any tech need a business might have.
All right, so that's the big picture. But what do they actually do? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the specific tools and services they have in their toolkit to help solve those tech problems we mentioned.
First things first, how the world sees you. Your digital presence is basically your online storefront. It's often the very first impression someone has of your business, and getting it right is absolutely crucial for growth.
So, to build that presence, they have this kind of three-part game plan. First, they build the foundation, your website or your app. But they don't just build it and walk away. That third part, digital marketing, is key. That's the engine that actually brings people to you, using things like SEO and social media. Because, what's the point of a beautiful new website if no one ever sees it?
Okay, so you've got people coming to your digital front door. Now what? Let's shift from the outside view to what's happening inside the business. This is all about making the engine run smoothly.
Here, they tackle the internal side of things with a mix of software and people. They offer tools like CRM systems to manage customer info and contact center solutions to make communication easier. And what's really interesting here is the staffing part. They're not just giving you the technology, they're also saying they can help find the right people to run.
All right, now for what is maybe the most important part of it all, the foundation. None of that other cool stuff really matters if your basic IT systems aren't reliable and secure. This is the bedrock of the whole operation.
And this is how they keep that bedrock solid. It's the essentials. You've got your day-to-day IT help for when things break, preventative maintenance to stop problems before they start, and modern cloud solutions. They even handle the physical computers, offering them for rent or for sale. So they really cover the whole shebang, from the digital cloud to the physical machine on your desk.
Okay, we've heard the pitch, we know what they say they can do, but what's their track record look like? Let's check out a few key numbers they share that give us a quick snapshot of their work so far.
So who's doing all this work? They say they have a team of over 50 people. That gives you a sense of the scale of their operation, right? They've got some real horsepower to handle different projects at once. And in terms of experience, they've worked with more than 20 clients. That number suggests they've seen a variety of business challenges across different industries.
And all that work adds up to over 100 completed projects. Now this, to me, might be the most telling number. It shows they're not just starting things, they're seeing them through to the finish line and delivering real-world solutions.
So they've got the services and the team, but here's the million-dollar question. When things go wrong at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, how easy is it to actually get help? Let's see how they make their support system work.
For remote help, they lay out this super simple three-step process. 1, you reach out. 2, they get back to you quickly. 3, the issue gets solved. The whole idea here is to make it as painless as possible, because when your tech is down, the last thing you want is the fight with a complicated support system.
And this message really drives that point home, doesn't it? The idea of being just a message away feels so much more immediate and reassuring than, "Your call is important to us, please hold."
And here's the really modern twist on how they pull that off. They offer support directly through WhatsApp. I mean, think about it. They're meeting you on a platform you probably use every single day. It's all about being fast, familiar, and just plain convenient.
Okay, so we've looked at their mission, their services, their track record, and their support. If you had to boil all of this down into one single core idea, what would it be?
Well, when you put all the pieces together, the picture they're painting is pretty clear. They want to be your all-in-one, easy-to-reach IT partner. The whole message seems to be about taking the headache out of technology so that businesses can focus on what they do best, growing.
And that really just leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Looking at your own work, your own business, if you had the perfect tech partner by your side, what's that one nagging problem, that one constant headache that you could finally solve tomorrow?